Eres el coach de Philadelphia Union, Jim Curtin. Por favor, primera pregunta, nombre y medio.
Hello, Mr. Recording, Anes Pamoke from Radio Monumental. I want to ask you, what weaknesses did you find in Saprissa to overcome the score?
Look, we talked a lot going into the game that transition would be the key, right? They're a very good attacking team, but they do take risk and they threw numbers forward. Where we were good was we were disciplined, and when they came into our half, we were able in the second half to counterattack very well, I thought. But overall, look, all things considered, the atmosphere that the fans create here, it being our first match of the season of consequence, and against a good team and a good opponent in a Champions Cup is something that is very good for our players to experience. Could we have been better in the first half? Absolutely. We score a strange goal, we'll just say. We concede a strange goal, an own goal from 40, 50 yards I've never seen before. But I think at halftime, we stayed calm and we executed the transitions and the counterattack, and that's where we scored, I think, 3 really good goals.
Coach, right
Yes.
here. Good night. Eduardo Castillo, live for Atletica Radio. Coach, do you think that the series is done? That the handicap or the result for you guys is enough to advance to the World Cup?
No, look, 3 goals is good on the road. Anytime you can score 3 times when away goals matter in a competition like this, it's very important. But at the same time, Saprissa is too big of a club that we respect a great deal, and nothing is ever finished until it's the final whistle blows. So we expect a very tough match in Philadelphia. We set ourselves up in a good position at 3-2. I would have preferred 3-1, feel a little safer, but that goal gives them hope and life now in the second leg. So we'll have to be disciplined in our building. We don't concede a lot of goals. But I also recognize how difficult it is to come into this building and win. So I will be happy for a short time. We'll look at the film and things we can improve and correct. We have a difficult match against Chicago in the league. Just like Saprissa, they have a busy schedule as well. And I'm sure it will be a really tough test on Tuesday again.
Hello, Coach. Here, Keishmer Gomez for ESPN. Good night.
Hello.
Coach, here in Costa Rica, it's very known and very popular that this part of this side of the stadium is very windy in days like today. Do you know this after the game? What do you think about this? And included the mistake of the goalkeeper and the defender in the first goal. Thank you very much.
Look, there's so much history in this stadium, right? It's one of the toughest places to come and play in all of CONCACAF. I would put this up against going to play Club America in Azteca. It's really difficult, something that we tried to do in seasons before. So, look, the elements are always a factor. You know, it was beautiful all day, and then we show up and all of a sudden the rain starts and it's a little bit windy, like you said. We recognized in the couple times we've been here, and this is the 3rd time I've played in this stadium, it does tend to be a little bit windy. We can't use that as an excuse for that goal that we conceded. But certainly it played a factor because it created, Saprissa pushed the game early. They put pressure on us all over. And when you press us like that, we make mistakes. And we made a big one there, but we're lucky enough to get back in the game.
Hi, Mr. Fernando Araya for agradorera.com. What was the key? The first part of the match, essentially after that own goal that was very
Strange,
strange.
Yeah, it was a unique goal to concede. Like I've mentioned, I think the biggest thing with my group that we leaned on was the experience that they've had in the CONCACAF Champions, formerly the league, CONCACAF Champions League, now the Champions Cup. So our group has been through the difficult matches on the road, and they have a way of really sticking together. They're very resilient, and it helps to have gone through these games. And again, I think that played a big role in things. And again, our strikers come to life in the second half. Julian Carranza, I thought was excellent on the night. Not just the goals that he scores, but also the hold-up play, combinations, passing and moving, doing a really good job. He's a top striker, and one that I don't know how much longer we'll have in Philadelphia. But a great performance from him, a special player. and a special night for him. Again, I'll say it over and over. Teams don't come in here and score 3 goals, let alone 3 goals and a half. So it's a good achievement, still things to work on. And we know it's going to be a hard match against Saprissa at home.
We'll go to the 3 questions on Zoom, starting with Jonathan Tannenwald.
Thanks, Eric. Jim, you mentioned a moment ago with Julian, and you didn't know if you were going to have him this year. And as you said, you don't know how long you're going to have him for. But how much do you cherish a night like that when he shows what he's got?
It's a special night for him. He's a pure goal scorer in that all he wants to do, all he thinks about is hitting the back of the net. He does a lot of the dirty work for the team as well, with his pressing and defensive work. But when you score goals in the big games, and this was a big game tonight, the world is watching. And anytime you have a night like this, I'll just say a lot of scouts and eyes are on him. So I hope this is just the beginning for him this season. Look, it's our first game. We have a lot we can improve on. It was not our best night. I was impressed with our fitness. I thought as the game went on, we actually got stronger. That surprised me a little bit. I thought that they would have a big advantage in the fitness side of things, having this be our first game. But I thought we held up pretty good athletically and physically. And Julian really led the line well for us tonight and scored 3 really good goals.
Matt DeGeorge.
Hey, Jim. What did you make of Quinn Sullivan taking this opportunity? And can we call that a 4-2-3-1 that you guys kind of flexed in too late when Michael comes off?
Yeah, look, Matt, I thought he had, like a lot of guys in the first half, we were disjointed, and it's credit to Saprissa for making it very hard on us and pressing us. And we were a little bit stretched. So we were almost 60 to 65 yards from front to back, and we're not built to play like that. So we got it a lot more compact in the second half. 30 to 35 yards is where we like to be. And Quinn really came into the game, I thought, in the second half. Look, he's still 19 years old. We played 2 guys on the side of the diamond in a CONCACAF Champions League that are 19, and I thought they did a really good job. But certainly Quinn came into the second half with a lot more actions, a couple of really good balls that I think could have been goals on the night if others would have finished. But overall, a positive step for Quinn, a big night for him. I thought Jack McGlynn was solid as well. So some good performances, some ones we need to clean up for sure, and overall a good victory in our first game.